All right, guys, we're here back in the shop. A little update on the DRZ. This is a update on the battery relocation. So as you can see, I just noticed I went back to go back riding, and these two broke the zip ties. So I'm going to tap these holes and put them up there, and then drive a screw in, and then it won't be able to come out. Probably a button head or maybe a socket head cap screw. Another question I've gotten several times, two questions, is does the tire hit the box? And as you can see, no. Haven't had the tire hit. And the tire hits the pipe before it hits anything. So that's another thing. Another reason is, why did I put it here? I think I answered this in the first one, but in the update, why not? If this is the first time you're seeing it, when I bought the bike, the previous owner cut the plastics. I didn't notice that, but it looks a lot cooler, by the way. I like it. I just never would have done it if it didn't come like that. And he put the battery in the tool bag that used to mount here. Well, I wanted a rack, so I went to put the box back, but the box sticks out with the plastics cut, and I didn't like that. So why not put it under here? I mean, I didn't. Some people put it in the air box. To each their own, I guess. I don't know. I had this Pelican case lying around. I was like, just spitballing ideas, and this is what I came up with. So I'm gonna measure those holes, or I can go back and check the video, see what size I drilled. Tap them, throw some button heads in there, and then I'll get back to you real quick. All right, guys. I decided to just do a real quick synopsis on tapping. Because a lot of people apparently don't know a lot, and they'll just go to Harbor Freight, buy a tap set, and taps will be horribly off. Two main, well, there's a lot of different taps, but the most common ones here in our shop, at least with CNC, is spiral taps, they are amazing. And bottoming taps. As you see, the end is flattened off there. There's form taps and through taps, which form taps we do kind of use in aluminum. It's just my personal favorite is this spiral taps. Take the chip out so beautifully. It's literally unbelievable. When you see it the first time, you're like, holy crap. But that's beside the point. If you're going to use a tap, I highly recommend any spiral tap. You know, people say, oh, they're weaker, blah, blah, blah. But, I mean, come on. Anyway, I don't have a 1/4-20 spiral. We probably do over by the mill. But just like our general purpose tap set, or, tap index, we only had a 1/4-28. So I'll just use this 1/4-20. It's fairly sharp. Got a tap handle. I like these ones. They're just cheap Chinese ratcheting ones, so you can either tighten it or, you know, righty tighty lefty loosey, kind of like just like a ratchet. Most of the time I leave it in the center, but if I have a long hole, I can just sit there and you can adjust this so you can have you know, more pushing leverage on with these bottom three fingers. Another thing you want is some tapping fluid. I like Tap Magic personally. They actually gave these bottles out at IMTS a couple years ago, which is a trade show in Chicago. But we have the gallon jugs, and I just keep filling this up because it's a very convenient size instead of having to carry around a jug. We go through a lot of this stuff. And you're going to want to measure your hole, which I already measured it. It's one size under, but it's 20 thou, so the next size. So it's only extra 10 thou it's cutting per side, so I don't really care. And tap charts, you can either Google it, or most companies give them to you for free if you just ask. Most like MSC and all that stuff. But yeah, that's the basics of tapping. Put your fluid on the actual thread cutting, not in those flutes, but actually on the sharp teeth, and away you go. Get it straight, nice even pressure. If it feels like it's going to break, it'll probably break, so back out. If you hear creaking or cracking, it's going to break, take it out. That's pretty much it. Tapping's pretty easy. It's a pretty simple thing. So I'm going to go tap those holes, and I'll be right back. Okay, so here we are tapping it. This is the last hole. It's already tapped. Tap wrench fits in there perfectly. Good thing it ratchets, because I wouldn't be able to do this if it didn't. But these two rear holes are tapped. That one is tapped, and that one is obviously now tapped. But this is where the ratcheting comes in handy. See, it's tapped all the way through. And then just reverse the ratchet, and there you go. Now I'll clean these holes up, take the burrs off of them, and I'll go grab some hardware. And this is the battery box just kind of hanging by these wires. All right, guys, finished on up. So there are 4 stainless 1/4-20 set screws holding the backs in, and it's way sturdier than before. If you recall my last video, you could move it around, and I think that's why these two were chafing through. So I just threw a couple dabs of Loctite, blue Loctite, so it's not permanent in there. But this is the Allen key. So again, that goes to show you, not everything you make the first time is perfect. Always room for improvement. Good thing I caught that box before I went back out, and I'm happy with how that turned out. We'll see how the rigid mount works. I did that piece of rubber is still under there, that piece of inner tube, so we'll have to just wait and see, I guess. But for now, I'm happy with it. Again, always room for improvement, and that's the cool thing about making your own stuff. V1, V2, V3, doesn't matter. You can make as many revisions as you want. So yeah, get out there and make your own stuff. But thanks for watching, guys. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below, and I'll get back to you. Rate, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you next time.